Lord, help me communicate. um, so how do you know that you're in a toxic relationship? A lot of us don't know that we're in a toxic relationship when we're in one. And for the most of us are probably scared to look into that. Because identifying that there's something wrong going on means that something needs to happen to change it. And for me, I would have never dared question that anything was wrong with my relationship with my significant other, because I was so caught up in the pleasing aspect and being submissive that I wouldn't even entertain the idea that something were wrong. And the Lord set it up so uniquely that He ended up saving me shortly before the reverse discard, they call it, took place. And it wasn't until a couple months after I had been essentially freed from Egypt, so to speak, that I realized the depths and the nature of the situation. Why my body was responding the way it wasn't for no reason. And all the things that had been buried or seemingly forgotten the Lord started allowing those things to pop up in my head to remind me why I ought not to go back to Egypt. So, it's interesting how we try to protect ourselves, and all the while God is protecting us, and we don't need to try to protect ourselves because His protection is more powerful than anything that we could even come up with on our own. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story and a little bit about how you can identify whether you're in a toxic relationship or not, from a non-professional perspective. This is all experience-based, very new to me to be able to express this in detail on this channel. And sometimes I'm going to do devotions, and sometimes I'm going to read from my journals, which have helped me tremendously write out what I was experiencing, how I felt about it, and how God, now looking back, it's a testimony at how God was not only answering my prayers, but orchestrating all things together for my good. Romans 8:28 says that He works things together for the good of those who love Him and have been called according to His purpose. Not called according to our own purpose, but called according to His purpose. So whatever that purpose may be, usually when we're in a toxic relationship, it seems impossible to move to the next level of what God's calling us to do when we're being suppressed and our light is being dimmed and we're being controlled and dominated. So another thing this is not going to be is a women's activist movement type thing, not making mountains out of molehills, but seeing the mountains for what they are and seeing the molehills for what they are. So I hope that this brings clarity and hope to somebody. Lord willing, it will, and we're just going to take it one day at a time. So sharing scripture and sharing what I'm learning in this journey, and providing a testimony at what He's done in this life for me and all His children, people that I know who He's blessing for their faithfulness in stepping into what God's called them to do. So I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I love you all very much, and you're not alone.